What's up, everybody? This is Savion here. I'm an AI consultant with Managed Marketing Partners down here in Miami, Florida. And today we are going to build an app with AI. As always, we're going to go theme it up a little bit like we did last night and keep with the theme of Harry Potter. So we're going to be building a Harry Potter themed app tonight. And I did discover a really fun API that we can play with that gives you all these different Harry Potter facts. So my thought for tonight is that we're going to be able to create a Harry Potter quiz of some sort, right? I'll ID it with with my virtual assistant, and really hone in on that idea. But that is what I'm initially thinking. I'd love to get your thoughts on it too. If you'd like to see something else being done with this Harry Potter API, put it in the comments, and we'll make it happen. So, guys, I'm bringing this live to you today as an AI build, as part of the 100-day AI build challenge. Today is day 37, I believe. I can fly. Yes, Harry Potter quiz, day 37. Yep. So this is it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the process from start to finish of building an entire app using a live API and making it production ready for end users to use. This is something you can take as a skill set using my framework to be able to build apps and make money from this as well for clients, or even build it just for yourself or for your community. So if you're hesitant on learning how to work with AI, or if you're working with AI, you want to get a little bit better, you want to get more advanced using APIs, or if you're totally new and you don't know what Claude Code is, you're in the right place. My name is Savion again, and I'm an AI consultant with Managed Marketing Partners here in Miami, and let's go ahead and begin. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. That we built yesterday was pretty intense, but let me actually show you that app real quick because I think you will like it. So I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but this is my buddy Corvin, right, that we built yesterday. So let's go ahead and talk to Corvin real quick. Let's say, hello, Corvin. How are you feeling today? So you'll see it disappear. Uh-oh. You saw it disappear, right? And then Corvin's going to respond just like that. Look at that. He says, well enough. All right, let's see. Okay, so all right, cool. And it works really well with the Apple Pencil as well. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and begin. Now that I showed you how much AI usage I did yesterday, I'm working on a really big project for a big tech company, and the AI usage was insane yesterday. 69, almost 70% usage in one day on a 20 times max plan. Can you say what? Because I did. I was literally using AI from 9 a.m. till 2 in the morning. Yeah. Yep. I didn't do that today, but here we go. Probably because I couldn't, because Fable 5 was completely maxed out. But let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to use the built-in microphone. I also have Whisper AI, but I'm going to use the built-in microphone with Claude Code to be able to start talking to my AI agent, or I call it my virtual assistant, because it's really going to dive deep and be on my side as we build out. So we're going to start with our framework. So our framework is, I put it in an acronym called CUPID. So the C stands for consultation, right? So you're going to talk back and forth with your virtual assistant. You're going to ID with it. It's going to push back some, and you're really going to come up with a solid idea of what you want to do. Then comes the plan. In Qubit, there's the P. The U is silent. It just makes sense in the word. But the P stands for planning. So with planning, that's your contract with your AI or your virtual assistant to the human in acknowledging exactly what we're going to be doing. Then we're going to go into implementation. Implementation is where the AI or your virtual assistant actually builds out everything that you consulted with and planned. And you just literally just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at that point, because it knows exactly what it's going to do. It's just a bunch of zeros and ones, right? That's going to be building what you wanted, how you laid out the plan and everything. At the end, we're going to be doing some smoke testing, probably some iteration back and forth for refinement. And then at the end, we're going to deploy to a live server for all of you guys to go ahead and enjoy the app that we'll be building tonight. The app will also be available via GitHub. If you're unfamiliar with GitHub, it's a really easy and accessible website where a lot of developers and coders go to store things. One of the really great things about it has versioning. But what you could do with that is just literally copy the website for GitHub, paste it into Cloud Code, and say, hey, I want to replicate this, but I want to add something like this to it, right? So that's going to be a really good use case for that. And that's why I posted on GitHub as my gift to you guys. And your gift to me would be staying here, liking this video, commenting, providing some watch hours on YouTube so I can grow my channel and gain more awareness around how to build properly using AI. So let's jump in here. I'm going to use the built-in mic again here. Today is day 37 of the 100-day AI Build Challenge. Don't do anything yet. We are just talking here. For today's app, I wanted to build it around the theme of Harry Potter. I found this really cool Harry Potter API that provides a bunch of information on characters, staff, students, houses, different spells, and creatures and things like that, that I was thinking of making into a app of some sort for today. It is a free API, so I'll provide you the website so you can actually analyze the results that you get back from the endpoints. If you can do that for me, that'll help with our planning and kind of understanding what this API does, because I haven't really tested it yet. I'm going to do this with you right now so we can make sure we can validate the API there. But it does look like it works. It's pretty cool. And we're going to go ahead and build something from it. Now, my initial idea was to build some sort of a quiz. But if you have any others, I'd love to hear it. If we can ID it together and come to an amazing app that we can share with others. There's no login, there's no Superbase, so this would just be front facing. But if you feel like there's another solid idea where it would validate having Superbase and Google Auth or logins or whatnot, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, again, my initial thought is a quiz. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on what we can build. What do you think about this idea? And let me know when you're ready for me to send you the website for the docs for the API. So instead of typing all that out, I literally just spoke to Claude. It listened to me, transcribed it, and now I sent it out. This is how I always begin my conversations, giving it some context, telling it not to move forward yet. We're just talking, right? Because if you don't do that one important little line there, it will move forward. You'll give it something and it'll be like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and build it now. We don't want that, right? Because you'll be jumping and skipping the planning phase and even the consultation phase, to be honest. So that way, it'll produce unpredictable, probably unfavorable results, and then you'll have to end up wasting more tokens going back and kind of refactoring everything that it built, right? So let's not build anything yet. Let's consult, let's plan, and then we build. Okay. Love this theme. Harry Potter is a great pick for a public build in public day. It's instantly recognizable. The data is fun, and a well-made Harry Potter app gets shared. Let me give you my honest read before we look at the docs. On the quiz idea, it's a good one. A trivia quiz is a strong fit for this specific API. Here's the technical reason: which characters, houses, spells, creatures as structured data. You can generate quiz questions dynamically from the live API rather than hard coding a static question bank. Which house is blank in? Who is the character? Show a portrait, guess the name. What is blah, blah, blah. The app stays fresh and it actually leans on the API instead of just decorating with it. Light scope, very shareable, no backend needed. This is my recommendation. A couple of alternatives worth considering: a sorting hat personality quiz. Answer a handful of vibe questions, get sorted into a house, blah, blah, blah. Genuinely, character explorer, dex browse, filter and search all character spells with nice cards, genuinely showcase the API best, but it's a reference tool, not a game, lower engagement and less of a wow for share. My instinct is the trivia quiz. On Superbase auth. For a quiz, I'd skip it. The only thing that would justify it backend is a global leaderboard that tracks and login friction on the app, whose appeal is click and play instantly. Give the challengers Lightscope default, a front-facing app with a shareable result, and maybe a local score and local storage. Gets you 90% of the value, blah, 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 but okay. So I'm leaning with the quiz. Let's see. Before we jump into the idea, would it be okay if I just send you the API doc so you can get a full idea of what this API can do and what kind of data gets fed back to you? So I'm asking it questions and permissions so I can know exactly what to expect. Okay, I'm dropping the URL, et voila. We're gonna say yes, that's totally fine. Yes. Allow Claude to run fetch API. Yep, we're gonna do that. That's fine. I'm just reading on another API for Harry Potter here. See if there's something cooler. Okay. And by the way, guys, I found this from the actual website, but it's just to share with you guys, if you want to start working with APIs, I just found this pretty cool website. It's called freepublicapis.com, and you can actually view a bunch of different APIs that you can build an app with. Localized e-commerce product listings. Access to flight. Oh, wow. Look at that. Igna Flight API. Users can search for one-way round trips. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff here. Retrieve state vectors, flights, and tracks for the whole network, a particular sensor or a specific aircraft. Weights limit apply. Very cool. There's a bunch of stuff here. As it says, there's about 609 free APIs. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so let me bring this back. Great. So here we go. I'll fetch the docs. Let me verify the counts. With the truth, LLM reported stats can be off and check the spell shapes. Good thing we checked. The auto fetch summary was way off. It hallucinated 659 characters and 567 images. Here's the ground truth from hitting the endpoints directly. Cool. It actually hit the endpoints directly. What the API actually returns: 437 characters, but the most important constraint is images. Only 25 characters have a portrait image. The good news is 25 are famous, recognizable ones: Harry, Hermione, Ron, Snape, Dumbledore. 135 have a house. Only 22 have both an image and a house. And 103 students, 25 staff, and 18 have a Patronus. Which per character feels when present: house, ancestry, wand, Patronus, actor. Oh, it has the actor in there too. That's cool. We definitely make a cool quiz out of that. Eye color, hair color, species, alive or dead, right? And date of birth. This is pretty cool. 77 spells. The scarce images actually reinforce the quiz direction rather than hurt it. You don't need hundreds of portraits. You need 20 iconic ones, and those exist. The thin image reality would have killed a character explorer dex. Most cards would be blank gray boxes, so we dodge that. Feasible question types ranked by pool size. What does blank do? And there's a pool of 77. What portrait is this? Which house is blank in? And there's a bunch of them. What blank Patronus, wand, actor? Cool. All right, so we should build a genuinely varied quiz. Spells as the background, an image around the famous face, all generated dynamically from live data with a shareable house-themed results card at the end. No backend needed. The data fully supports the plan. Want me to lay out the concrete build? Question generated rounds. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the plan. That sounds fine. Okay, great. I'm glad we were able to take a look at that. Yeah, let's go ahead and move into the planning phase so we can get this all scoped out, phased out, and understand everything that we're working with here. Let me enter plan mode and quickly ground myself. While we are entering plan mode, I want to show you guys something. I will share my screen. And I'm going to open up QuickTime. QuickTime. We're going to go to File, New Movie Recording. Use our iPad as a source. Et voila. And look at this, guys. This is going to be really cool. Let me move this out of the way. So now you can see it. Now I can say, what year were you born? Who was the president then? Let's see. You can see it disappears. This is Tom Riddle's journal that I made. 1811, Sabian, and I love, and I've told you the president, but I was born a subject of King George, not a citizen of anyone's republic. So this persona actually is a full-fledged persona, and he has a backstory and everything. Hey, I'm actually showing you off live to everyone on YouTube because I think you are awesome and deserve recognition. What do you think about that? So I type it in my journal here. It's gonna fade away, like soaking into the page. And Corvin's going to respond. A strange sort of audience for a private diary, Savion. I hope they know that discretion was always my trade, not theirs. So here's the cool thing about this diary. This is amazing because it actually uses AI as a backend. And you can literally draw, as you saw, right into the diary. And it will actually respond back to you. It'll remember your conversations. It knows who you are. It grows a relationship with you. It grows trust with you. And you can have like just continuous conversations with it as well. And it's backed with AI and has the Tom Riddle diary feel. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, definitely check out this app. It's built on my website on 100-day AI build challenge. Again, where I'm building 100 apps in 100 days. This is day 37. So we're going to do, I'm going to put it in the chat, my website here. All right. Okay. Perfect. All right. So now that I showed off Corvin here, let's see what our virtual assistant has come back to us with. So this is a fresh Next.js 19 Tailwind router scaffold, clean slate, standard structure. I've got everything I need to design the build. Before I write the full plan, two decisions have real trade-offs, and I want your call rather than picking silently. You see how we're collaborative, right? So consultation and collaboration is part of the first phrase here. So how should the app get its Harry Potter data? The API is hosted on Render's free tier, which sleeps when idle and can take 20 to 30 seconds to cold start. A real risk for a snappy quiz demo. A small script fetches plus curates the API once into a local JSON committed to the repo. App is instant, immune to render, cold starts, works offline, data is static, but Harry Potter character spells never change. Most reliable for shareable demo. Or live fetch plus daily cache. Next fetch from the API server and caches relevant to daily, feels more live. But the first visitor after each deploy cache may hit a slow 30-second render, could start and see a spinner. Well, this is it right here. Let me see. I'm going to download the JSON. Is it just downloading the response? Let me see here. Oh, it looks like it might. Yeah, I think it's just downloading the response here. So what we're going to do, because Claude already has a vision of the entire API because we did a pull, let's make a snapshot at the build. That'll be more reliable, and we won't really have to worry about like that delay, as it says that it's going to have there. And for this kind of demo, I think that'll be appropriate. So let's go ahead and bake a snapshot into the build. Which features should be in version 1? Core quiz strength plus Harry Potter themed dark house color UI are included by default. Pick the extras you want. We want let players choose a mode before, so spells, characters, or mix. Use a natural split in the data. Shareable results card, end screen, shows score, themed house rank, title, with the share copy button. This is what drives build-in public reshares. Yeah, that's fine. Local best score, remember the player's local really don't need that. Per question timer, that might be good. And let's go ahead and submit. So now it drove us through some ideas of what we may want to include. And then now it's going into the planning phase and building out the entire thing.